you do that when you have $0? Like when he left, he maxed out my line of credit, maxed out my credit card. I had no dollars in the bank. My bank account was negative from an over $100,000 average daily balance to, there's $0 in my bank account and he can't tell me where it went. We figured out where it went though. So anyways, but that is why she won. She did not win because I lied. She did not win because what I said was not true. Everything I said was true. Everything. More than what I said was true. We did not get to interview her prior employer that she also sued. My husband was her witness in the case against me, which was crazy because what? You've been telling us for 2 years it's her. After he told us it was Bub for forever. She was his witness at our divorce trial. So she went up and sat on the stand and was like, yes, I bought her name as a website so I can repair my internet reputation. Like, what internet reputation do you have? But we'll talk about all this in grave detail on Sundays, probably on my TikTok. And I'll make sure I have all the paperwork right there to show you, because nothing I say is ever even off base a tiny bit. I don't know how he justifies anything he does. I don't care. Can I file for bankruptcy? I can. And I should have done that before I got divorced, because then like it would have wiped out everything. But I thought that if I paid this debt off, and first of all, that's the wrong thing to do to me, because in my head, because we have the money. It's right there in my trust account. The money was taken off my line of credit, put in our bank account, business bank account, and then moved from our business bank account to our personal account. It should have gone back to our business. We just sold our house in 2020 and we made $184,000 that day selling our Roanoke house. We paid $180,000 on my credit card, my work credit card. So like that was always the case. We bought our land that our house, I bought it when I was separated from him. And you know, I'd pay it back. Anytime I ever had like a big box day, I'd pay off my credit card. But I kept a balance on the card or on the line of credit, several months during the year. I'll break it all down for y'all. It's fucking wild. And the whole time I'm saying, this doesn't make sense. Why do I keep having to pay money to the IRS? And then I find out he's overinflating my assets to the IRS so that I overpay so he can come back later and try to get a refund from the IRS. No, you fucking crook. That is not happening. So it all worked out in his favor because I was dumb and because I didn't want to believe that he would do something like this. Honestly, I didn't think he was smart enough to do it, to tell you the truth. And I'm just going to keep saying that forever. I didn't think he would. And when you love somebody and they're literally convincing you that that it was all her, like my son and me, all of our friends. But that's why my kid doesn't want to talk to him, because my kid's like, did he forget how often he told me? He would come in our rooms or wherever we were, the babe cave, and he would say stuff like, oh, did you see she said this today? And I'd be like, nobody knew that in our whole house. I haven't talked to the internet. How do they know that? This is nuts. That's why we have to figure out, we have to get our house swept for bugs. This is crazy. And he'd be like, no, little scanner thing, and be like, we're good. It's like he was showing me he's only doing it for 5 minutes. And I noticed that kind of behavior too. I have to go eat, but I noticed that kind of behavior towards Christmas of 2021. Asked him to wrap the lights around the tree. Remember that? I told Tommy all that. And instead of tucking them in, doing what you would normally do if you were a decent spouse, he roped the tree in lights and then took a big ball of the lights and threw them at the top of the tree. I'll show you that picture too in our little Sunday chats. Because here's the thing. If the courts don't want to listen and they take away every single thing I have, literally every dollar. I got my lights turned off. I've had my gas turned off. I've had my water turned off. I literally was on the Inc. 5000 list before she came into my life twice, 2 years in a row, for being the fastest growing companies in America. And now I am literally starting from zero. And every dollar that I've had over the last 2 years, I have been spending. That's why I haven't been going on trips, even for work. Y'all know, for work. 2018, didn't she say I went on 24 vacations? Even though they're all on my business card. But anyways, so I haven't been going anywhere because every dollar was to pay the interest off my business debt, because I thought I'm going to just keep it current, make sure they don't close it down. And then eventually when we go to court, they're going to do the right thing and they're going to pay off my business debt. And then we'll just walk away with his 401k, he'll keep, my 401k, I'll keep. No, that did not happen. My kid's college fund, gone. My 401k, gone. My savings account to take him to see the Northern Lights, gone. My additional tithe fund, gone. My girls' trip to Paris, gone. But thank God my girlfriends paid for that. And that's why I told y'all that in the beginning. And I wanted to tell y'all all the details, why that was so important. Because typically that would just be a business expense, you know? But don't worry.